Yo, what's going on? In my last video, I talked about what to do when you're dieting and you're not losing weight. In that video, I talked about what happens when you're losing fat, but your weight is staying the same. This video, I want to talk about what happens when you're actually not losing fat, what the problems may be, and how to fix them. All right, let's go. So there's a few mistakes I see people make when they're trying to lose fat. You know, mind you, I've been a personal trainer for over 20 years. I started training people when I was 16 and I just turned 36. Old school.
2 decades ago.
Wu-Tang, Tupac, right? You don't know what none of that means, but it's old school.
One of them.
So after like 2 decades of training other people, here are some of the common mistakes I see. Number 1, they're not tracking calories. Oh, I eat good.
Yeah, I eat healthy.
I eat healthy, you know. I'm still not burning any fat. Well, maybe you need to eat better, motherfucker. It's mathematics. To burn fat, you have to be in what's called a caloric deficit. You have to burn more calories than you consume. Take your maintenance calories, what your body just needs to live. A good starting point would be to take your body weight in pounds, multiply by 15. That'll give you like a baseline. There's more accurate ways to get it. That's beyond the scope of this video, but you want to try to figure out what your maintenance calories are just to live. So I weigh about 200 pounds. So for me, my maintenance calories is about 3,000. My body weight will stay exactly the same if I just have 3,000 calories per day. Okay, so let's say you want to burn 10 pounds of fat. If we know that a pound of fat is about 3,500 calories.
Yeah.
Bella, how many calories does this person have to burn to lose 10 pounds of fat?
35,000 calories.
That's right. Right. We math whizzes over here. All right.
Which sounds impossible.
All right. But here's the thing. That's why you want to space it out. It's impossible to do today, but you can do it all the time. So let's say you wanted to do that in the next 90 days. That's very plausible. That's very easy.
Exactly.
My clients do it all the time. So your calories have to be 388 calories below maintenance every day for the next 90 days. And then that should be 10 pounds of fat that you lose. So for me, if I wanted to lose 10 pounds of fat in the next 90 days, my maintenance is 3,000. So every day I would have to make sure that the calories that I hit are around 2,612. And if I do that, I should lose 10 pounds. Now, there's different ways to hit that number. What I like to do sometimes is actually eat at maintenance and just burn the extra calories, like burn the 388 calories. I use my iWatch, my Apple Watch. I track how much I burn, like whether it's my weightlifting workouts, my cardio, or just walking around. I track that, and I can actually eat more and just burn that much.
Yeah.
Or you can just eat less. You just want to make sure that that's the number you hit. But you have to be tracking your intake as well to do that. So you guys, I eat good. No, you need to be hitting a certain target. So either you're going to hit that number, that's your deficit, or you're going to work your way into that deficit. Doesn't matter which one you do, you're going to have to account for your intake to do so. Now let's say you wanted to do it a little more aggressively. Bella, let's say 90 days is too fucking long. What if I want to do that shit in a month? Oh, there's where it gets hairy. Because I'm going to have to be in a way deeper deficit.
Exactly.
To do it in 30 days, I'm going to have to be 1,166 calories below my deficit. That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, that's a bigger
challenge. That's a steep deficit, over 1,000 calorie deficit. That's where I think the ketogenic diet will shine. So some studies will say that all things being equal, that keto doesn't work better. They're the same. Some studies will say that. Some studies say otherwise. But even if that is the case, if all things are equal, right? Maybe it is. Here's the thing. If you want to maintain as much muscle as possible, the ketogenic diet is actually anti-catabolic. It's muscle sparing. It's protein sparing. So you'll actually maintain more muscle mass on keto, because when your body's producing ketones, it actually helps keep muscle. What do you need to survive? You need fats, essential fatty acids, essential amino acids, right? There's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate. So to get in that big of a deficit, you might as well just cut out the shit that's not essential. And that's why I think it shines at a deeper deficit. That's been my experience with my clients. Hey, any diet to get you ripped, to get ripped faster, you got to be in a deeper deficit. And I think keto's the best way to get in a deeper deficit, because you're cutting out the parts that are non-essential, and it's anti-catabolic, so you'll retain more muscle, and keto makes you not hungry. There's plenty of studies that show when your body's producing ketones, they actually suppress your hunger. So it makes it easy. In fact, that's one of the problems people have on keto. They don't eat enough. So that's another reason why you gotta make sure you're tracking your calories. You wanna make sure you're not eating too little as well. Hey, you don't have to do keto. That's just me. Like if you're trying to get ripped fast and you're gonna have to be in a deeper deficit. And I think keto's the best way. If you wanna get started with that, I got a free 30-day keto challenge. It's 100% free. You can learn all about it. Links in the description. Or don't, man. I don't really give a fuck, right? But I'm just trying to give you information.
Mm-hmm.
Bella, another mistake I see people make is they'll follow their diet 5 days a week, but then what happens on the weekends?
Oh yeah, it's not just a cheat day; it's a cheat weekend.
They do a whole cheat weekend.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Friday night starts Friday night.
Yeah,
right. They only dieting 4.5 days a week, and then they're wondering why they're not losing fat because they go out Friday night and then they eat all Saturday. Then they go to brunch on Sunday. Then they're eating wings
and they
watching football.
Skip the gym too.
They're probably gonna go to the gym. They just take off the whole weekend and they wonder why they're not losing
brag
weight.
about their hard work.
Yeah, they brag about, oh man, back to the grind. Yo, that ain't gonna work, man. You can't do something. You gotta be more consistent than that. I think it's the consistency that's important, right? Like you can't do anything inconsistently and expect good results. What if you like fed your pets 4 days a week and you just didn't feed your dog from Friday to Sunday? Nah, it's gonna die, man. You gotta be feeding your goals, right? 7 days a week. Or at least 6. So that's what people just they bullshit the weekends. You gotta stay on it, even on weekends, even on holidays. I try to. The third reason people might not be losing fat is maybe they hit a plateau, maybe they stop. That's what happens when you're in a deficit for too long.
Exactly.
Right. What happens is your body thinks it's starving, and some of your hormone levels start to drop. Your testosterone drops, and most importantly, a hormone called leptin. Leptin is the hunger hormone. All right. When leptin levels are too low, your body will start trying to make you tired to conserve energy or calories, and it will start making you crazy hungry, so you consume more, right? Because your body wants to stay in a state of what's called homeostasis. No homeostasis. You don't want no homeostasis, man. You don't want no homeostasis. The body's working against you. This thing right here, it doesn't care about your goals. It thinks that it's starving, so what it wants to do is maintain whatever's happening right now. It doesn't want to change. From an evolutionary perspective, fat is important, right? Because people would go through long periods of famine, or fasting, right? They would have to, and fat was the energy source they would use. So your body probably wants to have a little bit of fat because it thinks the next famine is around the corner. It's only been in the last 100 years or so that we can eat whenever we want. This whole eating whenever you want thing is new. There was no refrigerators. If you want to eat something, you had to hunt it or grow it. If you're in the low teens or single digit body fat, then you might want to have a cheat day. I like to call it a high calorie day. I used to call it a cheat day, but people just went too hard. They tried to cheat death. Listen, just a higher calorie day. I might go 300 to 500 above maintenance just one day. What that's going to do is up your leptin levels till your body's not starving, and you'll be back in more of a fat burning mode. If you do that wrong, your leptin levels will drop and your fat loss will stall, and that's what we see a lot of times.
Exactly.
Right? If you're above 15%, then you might only want to have a cheat day or a high calorie day every 2 weeks. And if you're above 30%, then maybe every month. Those are the 3 things that help the most. Track your calories, both your intake and your expenditure. Be more consistent. Don't take the whole weekends off, man. Come on, man. Stop fucking around. I see it all the time. It's Monday.
We see your Instagram story.
I see you. I see you. And number 3, man, keep your leptin levels high. No homeostasis with a cheat day or a high calorie day. And the frequency depends on your body fat percentage. Hey, I hope that helps. You want some more info on the diet I use to get ripped? Ketogenic diet. I have a free 30-day keto challenge. 100% free. Click the link below. You can get a free download. You can join our Facebook group. I'm in there all the time answering questions. It's a lot of fun. A lot of cool people in there. And I'll let y'all. Peace. Say bye.
You ain't never seen a gopher on another bitch ass. Never. Brandon kinda did it first if a nigga ass. They know they looking at it cause they know a nigga did it. They know that I'm an addict and they know I wanna hit it. Put a gopher